Yeah, we're ready, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for your patience. The committee has considered all the written evidence of the representations made at the hearing. The committee has carefully considered the concerns raised by the interested parties relating to the licensing objectives of the prevention of public nuisance and public safety. However, the committee is also mindful of the fact that no representation has been made by Essex Police and Environmental Health, and that there is no evidence that granting this application would compromise the licensing objectives. Whilst the committee is sympathetic to the concerns raised by the interested parties, it must consider the application in accordance with the requirements of the Licensing Act 2003. The committee has taken into consideration the applicant's verbal representations and the fact that there are conditions agreed within the police and environmental health which it considers will promote the licensing objectives. The committee has noted that the applicant has indicated that he is willing to join the pub watch scheme in Rayleigh, and we feel that this will further serve to promote the licensing objectives. In addition, the committee has noted that the applicant's willingness to have CCTV placed in the external areas within the curtilage of the premises, and his willingness to liaise with the police on a suitable placement. The committee has resolved to grant the premises licence, subject to the usual mandatory conditions and operating schedule conditions, and the additional conditions agreed within the police and environmental health set out in Appendix C, and subject to the applicant joining the Rayleigh pub watch, CCTV being provided outside the premises in agreement with the police. Although the committee is aware that the applicant indicated a willingness to consider the following: music being stopped at 11:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, off sale of alcohol not being provided to walk-in customers not already within the premises. There was no evidence provided at the hearing to justify including these as conditions to the licence. No evidence was presented that linked existing issues within the high street to this particular premises. During the hearing, reference was made to deliveries for the premises, but the applicant made it clear that deliveries would be made via the high street. In any event, it is important to emphasise that this falls outside the Licensing Act 2003. Similarly, safety concerns raised during the hearing relating to the proximity of the premises to the public highway and zebra crossing fall outside the remit of this committee. The committee would remind the interested parties that should there be any concerns or issues arising from the grant of this licence, they may contact the licensing department to request a review of the premises licence. This concludes the hearing, and I thank you for attending.